Hi everyone, it's Leigh here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some identification cards. So I saw these being made on somebody else's channel and I think her name was Maggie. I just can't remember the name of the channel at the moment. I do have it written down somewhere but I can't see it, but I will link it in my own video description. So there's a few different types, as in with the corners rounded, without the corners rounded, different lines on them and that sort of thing, different stamps. So I'll make a couple of them with you. And the things that I've used as card is a variety of old folders. I've also got some scrapbooking paper. So it's up to you, whatever you want to use for that. But there's something that I need to tell you about, of course, which is the winners of the giveaway competition. Now I was planning on doing a big video with the drawing on the screen and everything. Technical issues, it didn't really film properly because I was using, trying to film a laptop screen while I was doing it, and then one system wouldn't talk to the other and so on and so forth. But anyway, I have done the draw and I'll show you and let you know who the winners are. So what I drew the days randomly from a number selector, and then I went to those videos for that day, so the Junk Journal July video for that day, and got the computer to randomly pick a comment. So the winners are, this is the ephemera packs. So on day 17, Wanda Spencer left a comment and she has won the faux leather envelope. That's what that is. And Wanda, you need congratulations, and you need to let me know your postal address. So day 12, which is this one here, this is an envelope. So that was Fran Carona who won that one. Congratulations, Fran. Can you let me know your postal address, please? So what's in the packets? They're all the same. I'm not sure why that's out like that. Let's put it back in there again. And I've got one, this one here, I think. If you can see better what's in it. Okay, so we've got a pack of all sorts of ephemera there. There's vintage playing cards, there's tickets, there's washi stickers, there's die cuts, there's labels. Probably about 40 little items in there. And then there's also a journaling card, a narrow tag, a postcard, and a long tag. So that's what's in every single one of those envelopes. All got the same thing, slightly different, but the same prize is inside each one. Okay, so that Wanda, and I've told you about Fran. So on day 6 was Tamara won this envelope, which is the vintage envelope filled with the same ephemera. And Loretta Winter, she has won this folder. Congratulations, Loretta. I forgot to say congratulations, Tamara, but congratulations, Loretta. This is your folder. And then on day 28, which was the last number drawn, the commenter who won that prize was simply listed as Susan. So Susan, I'm not sure what your full name is, but congratulations, and you've won this folder, which is a shabby chic style one. Same things in there, and the little packet of ephemera. So that's yours. All you ladies need to let me know your postal addresses so I can send your prize out to you. And the lucky winner of the journal was Lisa Rossetti. So Lisa, congratulations, you've won the journal. Let me know what your postal address is so I can get this sent to you. Alrighty, so that was very exciting. Had lots of entries, and I think there was about 70 entries for the book, so I was super happy about that. So I did one a couple of years ago, and I think I only had about 3 entries, and one of them was my mother. So the response has been wonderful. So thanks, guys. Really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so getting back to the identification cards. Some of them I've stamped some lines on them because I've got a line stamp. So that's an old, both of those old manila folders. So they come up really good when you ink the edges of them. That's scrapbooking paper. These ones were like out of a suspension file thing, like a little portable one. Yeah, so they all turned out really, really nice. I'm really happy with how they worked. And today I might just show you how easy they are to make. So I've got some scrapbooking paper. You can leave the backs blank so you can write on them, or you can stamp on them. You can do whatever you like, really. And I really love this coloured manila folder. It was great. No, that wasn't. That was a suspension file as well, so that's another part of it. Okay, so I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to use this photo here, I think. So pretty sinister looking chap he is. And I'm going to firstly ink around this just to give it that nice vintage look. So this is vintage photo. I have to say I've enjoyed the break away from making videos. It was good just to not have to worry about doing them for a few days, a week or so. So I need to get back onto the job. Okay, so I'm going to round the corners on the photo because the card is rounded. I'm just going to. I'm not worrying about getting rid of that white because cutting it off. I'm just going to leave it there. Just going to snap them off. Okay, and I need to round these corners. I think that needs to be trimmed down just a little bit. It's got a bit too much white showing on it. Now, if you don't have photos like these, and these are from Tim Holtz's photo booth photos, you can cut images out of magazines. You can cut up old photos. There's no limit really to what you can use. Okay, so I'm just rounded that off, and I'm going to just age that up a little bit, and it still looks a little bit white on that corner. So make sure the corners are nice and dark. And now I'm going to glue that on. Now I've got a variety of stamps, and they're just ones that I got from AliExpress and Temu, so they're not the expensive ones. So it doesn't really matter what you stamp them with. Doesn't have to be anything expensive. Alrighty, so on this one I'm going to look through my stamps and find something that I want to put on there, so I'm just going to let that dry a bit before I do anything else to it. I did go through and I had some stamps with lines on them and they had some odd sort of words at the end. So I actually used a knife and took the bits off that I didn't want. But on this one, I don't know if that stamp's there. Anyway, I'm going to stamp this with this particular stamp. Now I need to get waterproof ink. Just want to try that out on a piece of paper, make sure I get it up the right way. Yeah, see how like it had words there and I got rid of them. I just used a knife to cut them off. Okay, so I'm going to put them about there in the middle, and I'm going to put my photo on there. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It's the easiest way that you can support me. Thank you. Glue that one down. I want to get another line under there, like a signing line. And see this stamp here? So I just want to get some ink on part of it because I only want to get one line at the bottom there. Okay. So I'm just going to put the that line there. It's a bit bumpy, but that's okay. I want to put some other stamps on there, and I need my identification stamp. And see, this is what I'm talking about. They look exactly the same as Tim Holtz ones, but they are just basically no brand ones. Unbranded, I should say. So, looks like a good one to put on. Good one. That's the identification stamp. And I like that one there. And somewhere. Going to do that in red. Okay, so I've got this colour, which is pretty much the only permanent red stamp that I've got. It's called Rhubarb Stalk. So I'm going to put like a cancellation stamp on there and then the filed stamp as well. I want the filed to be there and the cancellation to be there. So I place them upside down on top of that photo and then just push the block onto them, and now the stamps are on there where I want them to be. And I'm just going to apply that. Okay, so that looks nice there. Now I want to put on the identification word, so that's going to go at the top here. And then I want to put a number on there. So this one says original, and it has a number. So that could go next to the photo. And then I've got another number, which could be the actual ID number. So I would put that down in here somewhere, like that. Now, I wouldn't mind another stamp on there. I've got a big circular one somewhere. Here we go. So this one can go on there like that. And then I'm going to attach one of these little stamps. They're out of a Tim Holtz Field Notes set, tiny little things. And I'm going to put that just over here this time. And then we want a signature, and I don't have any signature stamps, so I'm just going to sign this gentleman's name, so he can be Charles somebody or other. Let's go. Is my pen going to write? Charles Mortimer. And the date will be the 7th of... They used to write the date in full, didn't they? 7th of December 1921. Hello. So that's the way it looks. Really easy and very super effective. I love the way they look. On this one I'm just going to leave that blank as a journaling spot. Now I'm just going to do one with the this scrapbooking paper, and I'm going to leave that blank because it's got all different destinations on the back of it. I thought it was a good one to use as like a travel type of card. I'll grunge it up a bit by putting some vintage photo on here. So with those old folders and suspension files, you really don't need to do anything to them very much because they look old anyway. You know, you don't have to change them too much. But I think when you're doing the white, it's nice to get some marks in there. And I've got this stamp here, so I'm just using that to put some spots on there. I might just smudge them a little bit. Get the corners nice and dark. And I'm not going to round the corners on this one. I'll leave them square. Okay, and because it's on white, I think this could handle having having a black background to the photo, so I'm just going to trim off the sides of that. You leave a little bit of white there. And I'm going to glue it onto here. And I'll probably trim off a little bit of that, so I won't round these corners. I'll leave them nice and squared. I'm just going to trim that off, even it up about all the way around this, so it's or even it so it's about the same. That's what I'm trying to say. And that will go on there. So this time I'm going to put the photo on the right hand side. And this is art glitter glue in that little bottle. I know it's going to stay together. Now, what sort of lines am I going to put on there? I think I would use this one again, actually. I'm going to use this one. Change my mind. Let's see what it says first. That's not on very straight. I can't move it now. Are you enjoying my videos? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Okay, so I want to try not to get that writing because it doesn't really make any sense on an ID card. It says courage is grace under pressure, Ernest Hemingway. So I don't think we need that on an ID card, so I'm just going to wipe the ink off that part of it. Just going to use a baby wipe. Doesn't matter if a bit of it's left, but as long as it can't be read. And I'm going to put that stamp just there. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to put identification on there. Okay, so identification. And this time I'm going to put a little bit of a little edge there. Just like a little divider. So we've got those stars. Okay, so we're looking like that so far. Now, what can we do? Put the red stamp on. And I'm going to put a red number on this one. So I'm going to put that underneath the photo, like that. And then in here I'm going to write his name, and he will be Brian Smith. And I'm going to sign his name underneath it. So it will be and the date, the 17th of December 1918. Okay. Now I still feel like it needs something else on it. So you can put as many stamps and things on it, on these, as you want. So I'm going to put the big, like, process stamp on there. And then what else can I put on there? I don't know, I think that might do for that one. Sort of need something down here. What do I got? Okay, I'll put another number on there. This one just says 3043. Okay. I wonder if I can get that edge a little bit darker. Like that. Okay, I think that will do for them. So that's the two I just made. So that one's on scrapbook paper, and this one is on a used suspension file that I pulled out the metal bits off. Okay, and these are the ones that I did earlier on. So that's from that same suspension file. It's got a bit of stamping on the back. That's made out of scrapbook paper. That one's from the suspension file, the portable one. That one is too. So yeah, just different stamps and things on them make them look different. That's scrapbook paper again. Suspension file. We'll left that one blank. This one is manila folder. And that one's from the manila folder as well, so it's got a bit of stamping on the back, and that one was made from that folder as well. Okay, so I hope you have a go at that. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you about. Okay, so everyone gets a prize. I forgot to say this. In the video description box, you will see a link to some documents which are on Google Drive. So you can go there, and I've just put up 5 pages that everybody can download. They're going to be left up there probably until, I'll leave them till the end of September, I think, and then I'll take them down. But there's a coffee-dyed background paper, there's masterboard, there's some cut aparts, there's some journal cards and tags, and there's also one other thing. Oh, it's got like a library card and a postcard and things like that. So they're in the video description box. Congratulations to all the winners, and don't forget to send me your posting address so I can send your prize off to you. If I haven't heard from you, what's the date today? I think it's about the 13th today, 14th maybe. If I haven't heard from you by the end of the month, I'll redraw the prizing and give it to someone else. So if you don't want it, just let me know and I'll reassign it to somebody else, redraw it. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're not already subscribed and you watch my videos all the time, so subscribe to the channel, because that will help me to get my videos recognized and shown to people. So that would be a wonderful help. And I'll see you in the next video. So till then, it's cheers from Australia. Hooroo!